So I said it last time and I will say it again. Target is absolutely shaking in their boots right now because they're seeing what's happening with the Bud Light boycott. They're seeing that Anheuser-Busch is really struggling, not only on the stock chart, which we'll go over in a different video, probably later on today. I'll make a video because the stock for Anheuser-Busch is falling off the face of the earth. And a lot of people were saying the stock price is fine, all this other stuff. They were just using that to cope and say that, you know, Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch aren't actually hurting. Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch are very much hurting, and they're losing, I think it's like 25% of their sales are down in comparison to this time last year. So there's no doubt about it that this Bud Light boycott is very much working, and Target was on the verge and possibly could still be on the verge of having the same thing happen to them after they were exposed for having a lot of just really strange clothing, a lot of pro LGBTQ, I guess is a nice way to put it, clothing in the children's section. Pretty much they were pandering and having clothes out for trans children, like actual babies, and they were having naked, like naked people who had transitioned, so naked trans people on these clothes. It's just really, really gross. It's really disgusting, and I don't think them removing some of the clothes is enough. Personally, I think we need to really make these corporations, really make these companies like Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch, and now Target, and there's others as well. There's, you know, the North Face is getting exposed for doing certain things. There's a ton of companies out there that really need to be made hurt. We really need to make them hurt. So I don't think this should change anything. I think we still should continue to boycott Target. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments. Anyway, let's get into what exactly Target is doing, because they have actually responded to all of the backlash that is going on with their, you know, LGBT, like I said, a nice way of putting it, pro LGBTQ clothing that they're putting out on their shelves, which, you know, like I said, it's pandering to children, which makes it pretty, in my opinion, absolutely disgusting and repulsive. But you could definitely tell that the Bud Light boycott was having an effect on them, because as soon as they saw all the backlash, all of the same people who were boycotting Bud Light and really making Anheuser-Busch hurt, they immediately pulled all of their clothes. And they also made a statement that we'll go over in 1 minute here. But here is the Wall Street Journal. An article from them says Target to pull some LGBT themed merchandise after customer backlash. Retailer said some shoppers knocked down displays of Pride Month products and threatened store employees. So they're not taking it down because they know what they did was wrong by literally having trans clothing for children, you know, having whatever. You get the picture. I'm sure you've seen the videos. They've gone viral on TikTok. They've gone viral on Twitter, on YouTube, everywhere. I've made videos on it. If you haven't seen it, go look it up, dude. The clothes, they're really bad, but this video is not about the actual clothes. It's about the response from Target. I quote tweeted this tweet that said, Target is pulling LGBTQ, I'm not saying that whole acronym every single time. You get it. You know, the alphabet people merchandise from their Pride 2023 collection due to conservative consumers complaining. So obviously they're trying to paint it in a negative way, saying it's due to conservative consumers complaining, and Target is trying to spin it, saying that people are knocking over shelves and threatening store employees and all this other stuff. They're going to do everything in their power to not take accountability, to not take responsibility for this horrible situation that they put themselves in. Target statement on 2023 Pride collection. So here we go. For more than a decade, Target has offered an assortment of products aimed at celebrating Pride Month. Since introducing this year's collection, we've experienced threats impacting our team members' sense of safety and well-being while at work. Given these volatile circumstances, we are making adjustments to our plans, including removing items that have been at the center of the most significant confrontational behavior. Our focus is now on moving forward with our community, or our continuing commitment to the LGBTQIA+ community, and standing with them as we celebrate Pride Month throughout the year. So like I said, they're doing everything to not take accountability. They're trying to blame it on people getting threatened and shelves getting knocked over, people being in danger and things like that. In reality, they're just trying to play both sides once again. They're trying to take away these clothes while not making the Pride people angry, while not making the alphabet people angry. They want to take the clothes down so that people don't boycott them, like what's happening with Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch. But like I said, they also don't want to make the other side angry. So they're going to do whatever they possibly can to have both sides not boycott them. And it's not going to work. You know, like I said, I don't care if they come out and say sorry. I don't care if they come out and totally disavow everything that they've done in the past, which they're not going to do. And obviously they haven't done that yet. Like I said, I don't think they ever will do it. I don't think Bud Light ever will do it. I don't think most of these companies and these corporations will ever do it. But we need to show them that they have to do it, or else we won't give them any of our business. That's what we have to do, or these companies will never ever change. You know, this is not, in my opinion, I quote tweeted it and said W because it's a very small win, but it's not any sort of win of significance. Like they took the clothes down and they're still saying our focus is now on moving forward with our continuing commitment to the LGBTQIA+ community, for standing with them as we celebrate Pride Month and throughout the year. Now, it is a win if they're taking down the trans clothes for children, because that is just absolutely disgusting to have in the first place. So that's why I'm saying that it's a W, because they're taking away the trans clothing for the children. But, you know, the fact that they're still saying we're going to move forward with our continuing commitment to the LGBTQIA plus community, it's still not a complete win, because that means they're still going to have some weird ass clothes in the stores. They're still probably going to have some geared towards children. If I had to assume, they'll probably still have some pride clothes that are geared towards children, probably some rainbow clothes for children, rainbow onesies and things like that. But, you know, if they're taking down the clothes where there's naked trans people, you know, that they want children wearing for some reason, then I do count that as a small W. But I don't think it's a complete W. Like I said, everybody's trying to spin this in a way where it makes, you know, our side, the people who are boycotting Bud Light and the people who are planning on, and who still should be very much planning on boycotting Target until they right this wrong that they've created here. Of course, they're trying to spin it like we're giving them threats, like we're threatening them with anything but our wallets. That's the only thing that we're really doing here, is saying don't shop at Target. Nobody's saying, coming on YouTube and saying, let's go attack the store employees that we know are getting paid minimum wage and have absolutely zero to do with these decisions. Like, you have to be an idiot to do that. So please don't do that. Don't threaten, don't attack, don't go in the store and knock shit over. Just don't buy it. Just don't walk into the store. Like, it's not that difficult. It's not that complicated of a concept. But of course, CNN and these other leftist publications are trying to spin this into, you say me like we're some like terrorist organization or something. Target removing some Pride Month merchandise after anti-LGBTQ threats against staff. It's not a threat against staff. It's a threat against the corporation of Target and the decision makers who made the decision to put clothes that are, you know, pretty much geared towards groomers, you know, trying to groom children, trying to make children wear people, even clothes with just normal naked people on them is very, very strange. But, you know, you add in that they're trans on top of it. It just kind of goes with that narrative that everybody has been talking about for the longest time. But let me know what you guys think, though, about Target's response to this whole situation. Of course, they're trying to ride the fence, just like Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch did at the very beginning of their controversy. They were trying to ride the fence very much so, and we saw where that got them. But like I said, Target is definitely, you can tell that they're trying to navigate this situation because they're seeing what's going on with Bud Light, and they don't want to be caught up in the same type of situation. But they're going to be, because they're, once again, absolutely handling this the complete wrong way. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about the entire situation.